What's up, everybody? It's Monday. I'm back. There's new music, and I'm approaching this with a bit of trepidation. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I like Avril Lavigne. I've never been like a hardcore committed Avril fan, but I've always enjoyed her music and her aesthetic. So interested to see what this is. We got new music from Avril. We'll see. We'll see how this is. This is I'm a Mess with YUNGBLUD. We'll get into it in a couple minutes. But before we do, a couple things up front. First of all, like and subscribe. Helps me out. Just a little button press. It's not hard. A couple things to specifically note. I'm not a professional or a professional musician, anything like that. So there's going to be stuff that maybe I don't pick up on. Maybe stuff that was done in the mixing or, a sample or something like that. All right. There's just maybe stuff that I miss. This is not my day job. And then part two is please don't be a dick. I try to be really thoughtful and respectful, whether or not I like a song, whether or not I like an artist. I just try to be pretty level-headed about it, and I would appreciate that if I could get something like that in the comments as well. Let's just keep it a friendly place around here. I got my espresso, and we're ready to go. So this is I'm a Mess, Avril Lavigne with YUNGBLUD.
Staring at the pavement alone, wishing I was on my way home to you. All the shops in London are closed, and I don't know where to go from here. No, I don't know where to go from here, but I know I'm a mess, I'm a mess. When we're not together, such a wreck, such a wreck. I hope it's not forever. Will I see you again? I wish it was me and you till the end, but I know I'm a mess, I'm a mess. I know I'm a mess, I'm a mess.
It hasn't been the same since that night. I wish I said I loved you just one more time. I try to figure out how to make it right, but I don't know where to go from here. No, I don't know where to go from here, but I know I'm a mess, I'm a mess. When we're not together, such a wreck, such a wreck. I hope it's not forever. Will I see you again? I wish it was me and you till the end, but I know I'm a mess, I'm a mess. I know I'm a mess, I'm a mess. Oh, and I know that I have my issues. The less we talk, the more I miss you. I die just a little, I die just a little. I'm slipping closer to the edge. I hear your voice, it's in my head, but you're gone again, gone again. I'm a mess, I'm a mess. When we're not together, it's such a wreck, such a wreck. I hope it's not forever. Will I see you again? I wish it was me and you till the end, 'cause I know I'm a mess, I'm a mess. I know I'm a mess, I'm a mess.
I'm not crazy about this one. I mean, look, for one thing, Avril Lavigne's almost 40. And it just, Also, I think she's married to Chad Kroeger. I have to look that up to be sure. I know that was happening. It doesn't necessarily matter, right? Art is art regardless of, you know, the circumstances of the person making it. Oh, okay. She's not married to Chad Kroeger anymore. Good. That was shameful. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely tell it's an Avril song, right? The intro, the opening sounded very, very familiar. I'm not crazy about Youngblood. For one thing, I think this is a stylistic thing. Okay, it's not about his skills as an artist. It's not about his vision or anything like that. It's just he seems to be trying too hard, and I could be totally wrong, right? I could be totally wrong, but watching the video, watching the way he's sneering through some of those words, like that's not what's called for. That's not the style of singing that you're doing. I understand this may be just a silly little thing that I care about and nobody else does. That's fine. This is my video. But if you're gonna do a song like that, it's not a super punk, like I'm hard and edgy song. That's not how this song feels. It's not the tone. It's it's kind of an emo song, right? It's sad. It's I miss you. I'm alone. I'm a wreck. I'm a mess, as the song says. But it never really gets like aggressive. It never gets heavy. To me, you know, I'm thinking about like Gerard Way. All right, one of my favorite frontmen of all time. And there's a time and a place for that cynical sneer, right? Like if you think about Demolition Row, right, the cover they did for Watchmen, or something like House of Wolves, or what's Guys Like Us in Prison? What's that song called? I feel ashamed to not remember. I think it's You'll Never Believe What They Do to Guys Like Us. Yeah, you know what they do to guys like us in prison. All right, those songs by MCR, they have that sneer, that really cynical, aggressive tone. But a song like I Don't Love You or Cancer or like Scarecrow, they don't require that same persona, right? It's a different feel to the song. And so as a front man, right, you don't need to do all the like punk posturing because it's a different tone. I understand this only matters to me maybe, and I've just spent like 2 minutes ranting about it, but it really bugged me. It feels out of place. And the reason that bugs me is because since it feels forced to me, it feels inauthentic. And I care deeply about, if you're not going to at least to be authentic, it should at least seem like it's authentic. And it just feels like his posturing to make himself look like tough and cynical, and he may be tough and cynical. Both of those things may be true. I'm not here to cast aspersions on Youngblood, right? I don't listen to his music. I don't really know him like that. But I will say, I saw a couple parts of that song where I was just like, man, why are you going hard like that for this song? This is like 2 steps away from a Vanessa Carlton song, who I love. Vanessa Carlton's great. But like, you don't see Vanessa Carlton being like, and I would walk 1,000 miles, right? You don't see that because it doesn't suit the mood. Lyrically, it's fine, right? It's not a very complex song. Verse, chorus, verse, bridge, chorus. I think that's right. Maybe verse, chorus, bridge, verse, or bridge, chorus. But like, it's not that complex. It's fine. It's very much like pop emo, right? the early days of Avril. And YUNGBLUD's voice is fine. I don't have issues with that. It's more of the we're real emo. We're you know, that kind of bugged me a little bit. A fact that I know about Avril Lavigne is that she wanted to be a country star, and they just told her that punk was going to be more marketable for her back in like 2001. So she went with punk. It doesn't mean she's not hardcore, right? But it does mean that I tend to feel like there's maybe a little bit less of her in the songs she is performing than some other artists that I like. Yeah, so this was not my favorite. I will be willing, if I am asked to, I'm willing to do another one. I'll check out more of new Avril. I want to like it. She's beautiful. She's talented. She's got a good voice. I want to like this music, right? She dresses and looks exactly like I would like someone to dress and look, right? This is the aesthetic that I like. This kind of music that goes with this kind of aesthetic is what I like. Same thing with Machine Gun Kelly, right? I like the look that he has, and I like the music that you generally associate with people who look like that making music. But I don't feel like there's any soul to it. And that matters to me. So we'll see. If I get some requests for more Avril, if I'm being unfair, I'm certainly willing to acknowledge if I'm being unfair. I'm just giving my instant thoughts here. But that's my take. That's where I am. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you like this song, if you want me to do another one, if you have any interesting background for this song. I'd be interested to hear it. Have a good day, everybody. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water, and do not talk to cops.